Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And I have an 8 by 10 inch canvas over there and a little tub of Floetrol right here. Nicely stirred up. I'm going to pour that right into a little pan I've got and show you. Nice little, coriander, something like that. I've got palette knives that I might use for trees, but I've also got cut cards, not that one, short spaces to dip into a little bit of black paint to make the silhouette of trees. I have larger swipe cards made of acetate and a miscellaneous cap floating in the breeze. And these tools are on my Amazon link, which is below the link tree. If you shop there, it's at no added cost to you. It helps me out. You've got really floppy fronts, these little silicone hair tools, and I don't know when I'll use these. Actually, I have a 16 by 20 inch painting coming up after this, maybe, probably, in fact, and I will try to swipe the Floetrol with these tools. We'll see how they work. I'm pretty sure these are going to work well. I've got skewers, which are always handy for me, and a broken piece of tongue depressor, which I find useful for all kinds of things, as most people probably do who are creators. So I want to do another scape. I want to do a scape for a friend. They're not getting the rest of the packaged artworks that they bought yet until I can make this Christmas present, I hope. So I'm going to start, hopefully, by finding what I want for my sky. And since it's not a serious issue right now, and I kind of trust myself, I'm going to give myself the opportunity, and here's some Anita's White Metallic, to just spread it all around. And if I like the stripes, I might do that some more. That is dioxazine purple with either iridescent pearl fine from Golden in it or Anita's cheapo metallic. So I keep thinking that it would be nice. Oh, there's some hot orchid from Color Art. Let's see what that does. What do I keep thinking? I keep thinking it would be nice. What? Yeah, no, that thought's completely gone now. Sorry. It happens. It'll come back, hopefully. It'd be nice to be able to cover my edges or have paint go all the way to my edges without it being an issue. I've got a light behind me I'm going to turn on just to help alleviate some of the issue. I'm going to grab an edge catcher too. And maybe I can use something like something over here that's smaller. Once I have that pulled off, I rack my edge a little bit to cover it, and then I'm going to send it right back in up above. And since I can see that I don't really have as much color as I want there yet, I'm probably going to add some more. Oh, what was I telling you? That the purple was a dioxazine purple with Anita's White Metallic, and this is a peacock from Decor Americana. That blue is has been around for an eon. It's a color shifting blue from Folk Art. So if I like that pink enough, I should put some more in there. Because I think in a second, I'll let everything flow up. And then back down again. And then probably over also. I'm going to just turn that right around. Getting some cool cells. I'm not sure which thing is producing them, but it seems like the dioxazine purple with the iridescent pearl fine from Golden in it. So if I let that flow down, then I can move it down and send it back on again down below. I lost all my pink. Darn. Well, some of it's still there. And the nice thing about this hot orchid from Color Art is the fact that it has a bleed to it, which I really love. It reminds me of the way watercolor looks. And I can take any of, I'm going to use this tool. And just put that right there where it's missing. I'm really tempted to just use whatever else is here and pull some wet paint down, because paint will flow to paint. This is really pretty. I'm feeling less like giving it to my friend all the time, but that's okay, because I probably still will. I know they will appreciate it. I've been spending some time learning how to do this. I'm going to hit the top really quickly with a torch. Release any bubbles caught in the paint, and if there are any cells to be had, that's fine too. So that's a really pretty top. And the nice thing about tipping the top and not the bottom is the fact that the bottom is going to be swiped. I shouldn't keep doing this because I really liked what I had a lot, and that's kind of dumb of me. But I think if I tip it down somewhat, I'll probably still be pretty happy with that. My edges are covered, mostly. Yes. And over here also. And I'm going to grab all of that paint right here, right now, put it back on the canvas, because I can. The name of my first book on the Amazon link, underneath the link tree, underneath the video. You know, it seems like I'm always trying to sell you guys something, but the truth is I'm just trying to break even here. So if I tell you where to find things, it's for your benefit. I swear I'm not here to sell you stuff. I'm definitely here to help show you how to do this. I think. Anyway, although there's plenty of stuff you need if you are doing this. So here's my tool of choice. Get my Floetrol out of the sun and pick some. I want a little bit of water this time. And if it doesn't stay in a perfect line, which it should, honestly, I don't necessarily want any cells in this. And I'm just sort of spreading it out a little bit. Just sort of to get the feel and the hang of that tool. And it doesn't matter what's down there at all. I kind of want all of this off of here though. It's making me... At least I can put it on my Lolafi silicone mat. Lolavifi? I'm not sure how to say that still. I thought it was... It spells out love life if you look at it correctly. But that's not how people decided to pronounce it. So I'm going to be sporadic here. I'm going to try and leave some areas that are more solidly one color. I kind of keep thinking I should do the bottom as an ocean theme. I want some black everywhere. But I've already got that so-called ocean theme up there. We'll see how that works. Yeah, I gotta stop tipping that top. It looks so cool and I want to tip it so bad. I'll put a little bit more of this down here, which is a color shifting turquoise flash from Folk Art. There's some Venetian blue. We'll see how this goes. There's some more Anita's white metallic, which is, I like to use it like water. And recently I was using some red. So I'm going to use some of this berry from Deco Art Americana. And then a little bit of darkest... Oh, where'd you go? Is that the Arteza one? Well, it's turquoise anyway. I think if it comes out it'd be good. I want some copper. Copper is good. I don't have a large space to work with. And gold makes cells nicely, so I'm going to do that too. I even wanted to let some of that just drip right over the edge. If I have extra paint on my little tools, I'm going to use it to cover my bottom and my sides. So, here goes nothing. This may not work. Just want to get you primed. Wait, I want a couple. Cottage cheese containers. Okay, I'm going to do my bottom first. I keep thinking I want to use a much larger card to swipe through larger areas to begin with. And I could do that. I haven't figured out the exact right order to swipe my zones in. You know, if I want an ocean at the bottom and then other stuff above it. And you really do need some color blocks, sort of like negative space, but not exactly. Anyway, so let me grab something else and dip it in. And then it's entirely likely that I'm going to have to come back and do some other things. But I do want to put some trees in there still. And I did cut smaller cards, so I have them ready when it's time. I wasn't sure about doing this in such a small canvas, but I really want to try it. And it's a perfect opportunity. I'm going to knock off that on my edge. And then go back and find my little tiny cards, which I obviously put someplace where I could find them, which you know what happens then. Impossible to find. Alright, I have one good end. And you pick up colors from another spot, put it down. And it creates more interest. I have to still decide where I'm going to put. Oh, that's my ocean is way up there. So let's grab some of this. Keep filling in our little gaps. It does kind of look like the ocean at the bottom. Now every time I swipe without Floetrol, I'm less likely to get cells, of course. It's not impossible that you'll still get cells, but it's a good idea to remember to get the Floetrol into the equation. And for me, I want some surf, some foam, sea foam. I haven't figured out if I'm ever going to like make some little dip pans with colors in them, because I think that is a very viable thought. So if I put a little black on this, and I have some other colors there already, right just across the top of it, little tiny card. It's a little tricky, but I'm still getting used to this too. Okay, so now I have a very insignificant amount of space left, and I desire to put some trees in here, and I think I'm pretty good as far as coverage goes, and I do have some nice cells. Maybe it would behoove me for a minute to A, torch, and B, show you. And if I want some more of anything, like maybe to get rid of that white spot, I want a bigger card. That's all there is to it. And there's one. Make sure my edge is covered, which is not, you know, number one importance, because you can do that later. So I'll show you while I put some paint. Twice that's in my way. While I put some paint into the lid of a 4-ounce container, which is not anything that's specific information. There we go. There's my black. Now I'm going to start by using palette knife and wiping it off. Now if you waited till the next day to do this, pretty sure you would be a lot better off as far as not getting a bleed goes. So once I have some black there, I'm just going to use the palette knife to keep dragging through it. I kind of want a little green like I've been putting, but I don't want a ton. So I'm going to put it right on my skewer. And hope I can get away with it. Oh. Alright, I kind of lost my ocean in the background, but oh well, never mind. So, I never use the sharp end of my skewer, but right now I am. Because I don't want a lot of paint down there. And these are basically just representational trees. And I could probably fix them up a little bit tomorrow. Okay, so I have 2 minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, not this one, but others. And you can reach me by looking for my email address below the video underneath the Linktree link. It's easpb, the word gallery, at gmail.com. I'm just pulling my little tree trunks up above sideways with a little more paint on them. And then just pulling them out. And that looks like a ledge to me. Whoop. Paint goes flying. I've got that black. Kind of want to put it right over here because I can. Hey, that first book, Because I Can, is right next to my second book. My second book is called Unlimited Possibilities. Any paint on my turntable or anywhere else. And it doesn't matter that I don't have the ocean up there anymore because I've got the ocean down here now. And it's pretty cool. I like how it looks. It looks like waves crashing on the rocks. And I like it very much. So, there you go. That's my Christmas present for a friend. It's a good friend. Because if it wasn't a good friend, I'd be keeping this. Because I really like it. But at least I've got the video, and so do you. Please like my videos. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Your comments save my sanity. Appreciate them very much. You're very kind. And you're very well loved. There's over 91,000 of you subscribed. And less than 1% are ever watching. So, if you want to help me change that, please share my videos wherever you want. And whenever you want, as often as you can, bring yourself to do. I'm just touching up my edges. Please watch longer if you get a chance too. Look on my YouTube channel for several things. One is the the Patreon and PayPal links on the bottom right-hand banner corner. If you're interested in being in the monthly drawing for a painting or a book or whatever's on offer, you can check the exhibition video on the end screens of any video and you'll see what that month's prizes are by donating through PayPal and Patreon, or Patreon. I prefer PayPal. You are automatically entered. I have less than a minute. Thank you guys for all the contributions that help keep me painting all this time. Don't forget that Amazon links help support the production of videos, and all sales from Teespring, as well as that Amazon link. I get a little bit from Amazon link, a little bit more from Teespring. Fine Art America and Pixels.com are on my link tree. You can find a Shop Now button on the Facebook page, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, totes, and more, and you can find it also on the link tree. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is a Facebook group for students, and you can find tomorrow's video there. You can also find tomorrow's video on the community board and other posts. You can make comments there if you want to. Your questions are welcome. My paint pouring recipe is below the video. Wow, hopefully that wasn't out of frame the whole time. My camera mount is a little droopy. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna zoom in since I'm here. Someday my camera mount